right, not muted. It looks like we are good. Hello and welcome to the Monkmatics channel and the Unnamed Nickname Show with me, your host, Monk, aka the Monkmatician. UFC 290 Unnamed Nickname Show is here. Let's get it. Comments are working. We are good to go. So guys, we're just going to bullshit for like 45 minutes to an hour about these 28 fighters and their nicknames, their tattoos, their haircuts, excuse me, whatever the hell we feel like. Hey, I'm not too sweaty yet, Tommy Touchy, but I will be soon. It's hot as fuck in Texas. Actually, it's only 89 degrees right now at 9 o'clock, which is pretty cool for lately. But it did rain for like 10 minutes, just enough to get the humidity up over that 150% mark. So yeah, I'm going to be sweaty McBalls here very, very shortly. Good to see you in here, Tommy. Welcome, everybody. Get in the chat. Ask me questions. Let's just have fun with these 28 fighters, guys. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me move my chat around. First fight of the night appears to be, let's see if I can remember the names because I never put them on here. Kirk, the Jawaiian, going against Esteban Ribovic, El Gringo. Obviously, one of these names is better than the other. And of course, let me pull up my chart because now I actually do stuff. Also, guys, stay tuned because at the end of this, we are doing the first ever weekly nickname show parlay. The Unnamed Nickname Show 4-man parlay. We're going to take the best nicknames, the top 4 nicknames out of all of them that there are, and we are going to parlay them. I'm going to show you what kind of odds you can get, and believe me when I say, and I'm not just blowing smoke, this one could hit. We got plus 4-figure odds going on right here, guys. Plus 1xxx, triple X, baby. Let's go. And not the one starring Ice Cube, the one starring Vin Diesel, because it's all about family. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, stay tuned for that. I'm already sweating. I mean, you called it not even 2 minutes ago, and I'm already sweating. So let's get into it. The Jawaiian, while I do like nicknames like this, two things kind of, you know, portmanteaued together. It's just one letter. It's not. I gotta turn the fan up to 2. You guys gotta tell me if this is too bad. I can't take it. I need the fan on 2. If it's too loud, I will turn it down. But unless you want to see me really sweat and get super shiny, it's gonna have to be like that. Yeah, Jawaiian, not my favorite. While I do like portmanteau-ish nicknames, this one, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. He does have a nice tattoo. I mean, I love this style of tattoo, the Hawaiian style of tattoo. He's got the, what, sleeve and a quarter, sleeve and a half. I don't know what they call that. But it looks well done. Very, very cool. I am a huge fan of that style of tattoo. But I assume Jawaiian, and tell me if I'm wrong, is he like half Jamaican, half Hawaiian? Like, what does this mean? I don't know what this means. For that reason, this even seems high. I did these scores earlier today. I'm giving him a 5.5. I think that's too high. Go to 3. Look at Tommy coming through in the clutch. We're going to 3, baby. We're almost at ludicrous speed right now. All right. All right, Monk. Dixon in the house. Thank goodness, because I'm going to need your help this week, especially when it comes to one of these nicknames. Did you know the word Gringo comes from people? Is this true? People can't read the end of this because my thing cuts it off, but go meaning green card. That turned into Gringo in Spanish. I have heard this before, Dixon. Is this true, or are you just perpetuating a, some folklore here? That would be interesting if it was true. Very, very interesting. El Gringo, obviously, I'm going to side with this one. I mean, this dude, I mean, this is what I was called in every single restaurant job that I ever had. Actually, that and Pelon. I was also called Pelon. Because I've been bald for quite a long time, actually. It's true. Oh, it's damn true, says Dixon, Kurt Angle. Yeah, so yeah. And I was called Brazo Yoro as well. That's what I was called back when I got my hand all messed up. So that I've had a few nicknames, but Gringo's definitely been one of them. I mean, we've got it from the source right here. I mean, Dixon is a man you can trust. Exactly, Tommy. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with El Gringo here. Esteban Ribovic. I mean, what did I give him? A 7. He gets a 7 for El Gringo. I absolutely love that. I think it is worth it. I think it's a 1.5 better than Jawaiian, and honestly, I think I gave Jawaiian a bit too high of a score. I don't know what I was thinking earlier. Should probably be down around 5, maybe 4.75. But El Gringo, I mean, maybe because I've heard it a lot, but this is a fantastic nickname. I absolutely love it. and a 7. Solid score to start off our fight card, guys. Next fight, we've got a shit show here. Jesus Aguilar going against Shannon Ross. Jesus, sorry, my guy, you get no points. No points, and may God have mercy on your soul. No nickname is no points. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say something, but I probably can't even... I'm not even going to do the reference. It was a reference. Not going to do it. Shannon Ross, you can DM me if you want to know the reference. I forget what it... I'll tell you what it's from, but I don't remember. So you're going to have to DM me there. The Turkish delight for Shannon Ross. First of all, let's find out once and for all. I'm going to Google Turkish delight, because I've never had it, all right? I mean, I look like I enjoy treats and whatnot, but from what I've heard, Turkish delights are disgusting. Turkish delight, or lokum, is a family of confections. I'm on board. Based on a gel of starch and sugar, okay, gelatin, consists largely of chopped dates, pistachios. I don't need any more. I'm not a fan of chopped dates. I do like raisins. Chopped dates, nope. Pistachios, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. What were you, some kind of green peanut? What's even going on there? Just leave. Yeah, I'm a peanut guy, to be completely honest. Cashew guy as well. Yeah, so Turkish delight, not good. Also, this dude's from Australia. Does he have ancestors in Turkey? Where does this nickname come from? Yeah. He's getting a 1.5, Turkish delight. Much like the dessert, it's getting a 1.5. What have we got going on? Turkish delight, Camel cigarettes. Those were my favorite. Were they called Turkish delights? I don't know about that. Personally, the only delight, a little afternoon delight, you know what I'm saying? I'll show my age with that reference. Lou Betya in the house. Finally, thank goodness. Finally, we can start the show. Lou, I gave the Jawaiian a 5.5. I don't know why. It's way too high. But I gave El Gringo a 7. Turkish delight gets a 1.5. And now you're caught up. Jesus, our Lord and Savior, Aguilar. Love that. Love that. He's not... I'm not. Tommy said I could turn the fan up to 3. So I did, because Tommy said I could. And now look. Dry as... I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Lou. Yeah, not sweating profusely right now. Look at that. I mean, come on, bro. Minus 1,800. There's not a drop. Not a drop. Not yet. Tommy said I could turn the fan up. All right? You got it? Cashew's the easiest... Is it, Dixon? Is cashew the easiest nut to digest because it's the softest? Is it? What do you kids say after everything? Pause now? Or something like that? Early cash. Stop it. Yeah, you missed the early cash, Lou. You missed out. The line moved while you were on your way, and Tommy cashed on the early sweat, and you didn't. And you didn't. Exactly. Dry as a camel's peach, because I don't get the emojis on this stupid little app I use. So yeah, this fight sucks for nicknames. Let's keep it moving. No cap. Whenever I hear no cap, I think of that fucking ESPN Plus commercial. I shouldn't complain, because the Grimace commercial is 10 times worse. I mean, they must have shown that 65 times 2 weeks ago. I mean, how many days in a row is it Grimace's fucking birthday, for God's sake? But the ESPN rap with the no cap, see, I could have wrote that shit. Yeah, it's, yeah. Yep, that lives in my head, unfortunately. MSP, Cameron Simon. I don't know what this one is, guys. To me, it's the airport code for Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yeah, worst commercials ever, for sure. I mean, and we get like 5 commercials, and they are all the same. I don't mind the commercials, like, yeah, I pay for the service. I understand why they're doing it, because they're hemorrhaging money, obviously, from all the layoffs that continually happen. The top tier, talent, if you want to call it that, which, those people are talented, but, yeah, just the constant layoff, just hemorrhaging money from everywhere. So no wonder they spend half the time averaging for themselves only and McDonald's. But Jesus, man, could we get something different? Something different, man. Right here, no cap. You know what I'm saying? Monk, is that a football? Yes, it is. It is a Huskers football signed by 2001 Heisman Trophy winner. Ever heard of it? Eric Crouch. That's right. Eric Crouch, the guy that comes to every single Heisman Trophy celebration in a polo shirt while everybody else is on the stage in suits, 3-piece suits, double-breasted. Eric Crouch shows up in a polo and khakis. That's my fucking guy right there. But yes, it is. It is, and it's a real signature too. It's a real thing that happened. Terrence should have been yeah. We're gonna get to this one. This is ooh, shots fired, and I'm here for it. Grimace is the Chris Curtis of fighters. Yeah, nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes Grimace. What even is Grimace? Grimace is a face or like a thing that you do when you stub your toe or you like hear some bad news or you're getting ready to get hit in the face with a shovel. You grimace. Like, how is that a thing? Like, I'd rather hang out with the Hamburglar, and that dude is going to steal my hamburger. Like, that's the last thing I want. Yeah, of course they were out of Grimace shakes, man. Of course. That fucking Grimace machine is always down. Everybody knows it. Yeah, he would. Lou, I agree. Fuck the Grimace. For life. Iron Cheek, I'm on his side here. Fuck the Grimace, man. I side with the Hamburglar. I think this dude was framed. He just wears, he has a poor choice in fashion. That's his only crime, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to lock my man up for that. This is the one. Cameron Baby Dreykus Simon. This dude is Dreykus's, I don't know if you could say #1 training partner, but how many dudes, there's probably not a ton that are decent caliber that train at that gym. So yeah, MSP, I don't know what this means. I wish I did, but I don't. So he's getting a 2. A 2. I guess because I used to live close to Minneapolis, St. Paul. I don't know. Either way, I don't have a picture for... Excuse me, I just drank a shitload of water before the show, to keep myself from sweating. But yeah, Terrence Mitchell, whatever. His nickname is Terr-Bear. Terr-Bear? Are you for real? 1.25. That's a trash-ass nick. Terr-Bear? Bro, there were so many better options. I'm not going to get into them right now because I don't want to. I'm not going to help you out with a name like that. You're unhelpable. Hamburger might steal enough for... Did I... Hold on a second. A little bit of cottonmouth going on. Hamburglar might steal enough for all of us, but he's not terrible. Bro isn't spending all... Exactly. You know what I mean? If he's going to hit, he's going to hit you hard, but then he's going to bring all those burgers to your fucking birthday party at the play place. So really, this is a no-lose situation. Meanwhile, Grimace shows up, just fucking ruins everything. Unlike Easy, who does the exact opposite. He shows up and everything gets better. Easy, what is cracking? We should call you the anti-Grimace, because that's exactly what you are. Everyone likes Easy, and everyone fucking hates Grimace. There we go. Hamburglar eats, we all eat. Exactly. Terr-Bear is a trash-ass nickname. 1.25. Awful. And guys, I should mention, there's some low scores here, except for Kirk and Ribovich. But these are the highest scores I've ever given, and there is at least 1 9 on this card. At least, for the first time ever, there is a 9. Next fight, let's see. If Dixon's still in the chat, I need your help. Excuse me. We've got Vitor Petrino taking on Marcin Prachnio. Marcin Prachnio, 0 in the cage, 0 for a nickname. That's it. He matches up perfectly. Let's see. Vitor Petrino, the man with 3 nicknames. Icão? What does Icão mean? Icão. Dixon. Anybody know? I Googled it earlier. It just gives me some federation. It tells me nothing. Merciless is a very cool nickname. I do really like Merciless. That's a good one. Not many dudes can rock that nickname. I think Vitor Petrino has a chance. And Cabuloso. I Googled this earlier as well, but I'm going to do it again. Just bear with me. Cabuloso in Portuguese. Freaky. Or spooky. Or awesome, or complicated, or carrying bad luck. I'm going to go with spooky, freaky, awesome. That sounds like, who's that band that got in trouble, but like they were like a South African, they're not a band, like a rap group. It was a super small, skinny, like weird white girl and a super tall, skinny, even weirder dude. What was their name? They made terrible like house like rap music, and apparently they got in trouble for like human trafficking possibly. Yeah, that freaky spooky awesome sounds like one of their songs, if you know what I mean. I can't believe I started talking about them. I know you know who I'm talking about, but yeah, sounds like that. Let's see. Oh, 10 out of 10 Lou. I gotta do this. 0.0 ooh, Tommy, this is an interesting take. Yep. He nailed it. It was Creed. Fucking Scott Stapp. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, I think they made that song. Freaky awesome. 0. This is an interesting take. 0.0 for having 3 nicknames. I went the other way, Tommy, but I think I think I'm on board, but spooky, freaky, awesome. Icão means icon. These are good nicknames. I'm keeping my score. I like your take, though, Tommy. I like where your head's at. This is an interesting thought. I will keep it in my head for later. Marcin the Machine Prachnio. That sounds cool, but it's Marab. Marab's the Machine. I can't. That's my guy. Dixon, this is a fantastic. Also, it doesn't fit his name, but it is, or his fight style. It does fit his name. But Marab is the Machine for me. All three names mean no cap. I took Dorothy Mantuda for a nice CV. Yep, I can't wait to get to this one. The worst part is he doesn't have a fucking nickname. Can you believe it? Can you figure this out? You're the Penn State guy, Lou. I know you didn't go. Did you? I don't think you went there. I don't know. I'm not trying to make claims, but that's your neck of the woods. You got to get on that. Make him choose a nickname. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for sure. Creed was, best rap group from Africa ever, from South Africa. It is probably, what if it's Drickus's best? Someone should look up Alex's humanizing athletes and see if whoever I'm talking about, D Antwerp, I just remembered off the top of my head, D Antwerp, see if that's his best ever favorite musician. Icão means icon, like the icon. I do like that. Cabuloso is, see, I like this dude's nicknames. I can't give him a 0. 675. He's getting a 675. It would be higher if I knew all this before, but the 3 nicknames, Tommy, I think he does lose a couple points for that. Nope, you already said I could do it, and you're right. I'm not glistening. This is fantastic, actually. Tommy said I could, so I'm doing it. Yes, nice. I got a backup. Now I believe it. Yeah, please don't make me... Okay, well, we'll get to that one, Lou. I'll try... Remind me to find this comment or just type it back in when we get there, because I want to get the wording perfectly. And I will, of course, credit you. Next fight, one of my favorites, Tatsuro Taira, but man, he doesn't have a nickname. Tatsuro. Pick a nickname that starts with a T, please. How about Tatsuro Tie Him Up Taira? That's pretty good. Tatsuro Tie Him Up Taira? What do you think? It's a bit of a mouthful, but I think that's pretty good. I would give that at least a 6, to be honest. But he gets a 0 because he has no nickname. Meanwhile, Edgar Cherez, Pitbull, dude, this nickname's so fucking played out. I want to see like Chihuahua or Labradoodle. I want to see some weird dog nicknames. Pitbull, I'm sick of it. Sick of it. What did I give him? A 3. That's too high. I gave him a 3. I'll give him a 3. It's too high. Pitbull, but he does have a Pitbull tattooed on him. That's a pretty good Pitbull, actually. That's some pretty good artwork there. I'm still sticking with the 3. Still sticking with the 3. Looks like he's got some decent little tattoo there. I don't know about the one behind it. I don't know about that one. But yeah, Tatsuro Mui Taira. Did I just say something fucked up, Lou? Did you just make me say something fucked up? I hope not. I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. But he gets a 0 for now, and it makes me sad. El Duro Taira. I knew that one from Gilbert Durino. The hard one. Yep. You typed it, bro. You typed the hard one. No cap. Pitbull should only be the name for the pimp from the Player Haters Ball and Chappelle Show. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go home to refill Dusty's mama's water dish. Yeah, fantastic. Great. Chappelle Show. You know that's like 20 years old now, Tommy? Can you believe that shit? Can you fucking believe that? My God. Let's see. Ashy Larry. Do we have a Larry? Do we have a Lawrence? We have a Ronnie Lawrence. We could go Ashy Ronnie. We call him Ashy Larry. I don't think there's another Larry or Lawrence. Tell me if I'm wrong. Next, we've got Jimmy the Brute Crew. These are some decent nicknames, to be honest. This is where the Unnamed Nickname Show starts to heat up. Well, not the next fight, but from there, it's going up, okay? Jimmy the Crew Brute, fantastic. Why does he look like he's 22 years old in this picture? This must be crazy old, or else, yeah, I need to talk to his barber or his skin guy. Going against Atomic, Alonzo Menefield. Atomic, shit's so fucked up. This world's so fucked up. Atomic, Alonzo Menefield, 2 good nicknames. Very, very solid. I mean, the Brute Crute is fantastic. Unfortunately, and that's not true. I was going to say, unfortunately, he doesn't fight like that. He doesn't exactly fight like a guy that I would call the Brute. He's more of a wrestling type guy, but he does have a little bit of power, so I don't mind it. I gave him a 6.5. 6.5 for Jimmy the Brute Crute. I think that's pretty appropriate. Meanwhile, Atomic Alonzo Menafield. Love, first of all, he gets bonus points for nickname first. Love that. He gets second bonus points for his alliteration, Atomic Alonzo. That is just chef's kiss. And then, yeah, it just sounds great. Atomic Alonzo Menafield. And he punches like that, too. He finishes dudes like that. I think he's got a ton of first-round finishes. 4 of his last 5 fights, I think, are finishes. I don't know. I don't have my stats pulled up. I'm so burnt out on him this week from going over it. It's been a really fun week for stats, but after like 4 shows, it's a lot. They're floating around my head, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Atomic Alonzo Menafield is a great nickname, and he just edges out Jimmy Crute here. Alonzo the Atomic Ant Menafield. Speaking of Alonzo Menafield, didn't he used to come in our chats, you know, every once in a while over either on the MMA Engine or in here, or I don't remember where exactly it was, but I mean, hopefully that means he's training for this fight pretty heavy. So I think he, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Did you actually bet on it? Or are you saying I bet like you made... I know that's what you're saying. You're saying I made a bet that he finishes dudes in fights. I know what you're saying, right? That is totally what you're saying. But yeah, Menafield is edging out Crute here. 7 is what I gave Menafield. A tough 7 for Atomic Alonzo. I love this nickname. I think it's fantastic. And he deads dudes as well. Is that a thing I can say? What do you got to say about that, Tommy? I bet he deads dudes. No, that was good though. 7 to say, yeah, we did, man. We probably did. Actually, I think we spoke very highly of him. I'm pretty sure we did. Pretty sure we did. Next fight. A real, actually, this could go either way, man. These chicks' DraftKings numbers are crazy. 1 minute they're scoring 130, the next minute they're either losing or scoring 65 in a win. What are you supposed to do with that? They did call him a gasser. They did. And you know what happened? One little fence grab and Mark Goddard takes away a fucking point. I don't care if it changed the whole fight. I don't care about that. We've seen guys go 2 knuckles deep into eyeballs. No points get taken. The fight is stopped. Technical decision from an illegal knee to a downed opponent. Nobody gets a fight taken. It goes to decision. And then they just add up the cards. What? I mean, Alonzo Menafield, 1 fence grab. We've seen 12 fence grabs in a fight before. 1 fence grab, and he fucking loses. This is nonsense. I can't believe that Mark Goddard is making me break this fight down twice in 6 months. What a fucking asshole. And I like Mark Goddard, but you're an asshole. This fight, we're just going to, you know, Yasmin Uregi, I like her to win. 0 points, no nickname for Uregi. How about, or Uragi, how about Yasmin Waluigi? That's what we're going to call her, guys. Help me. I know it's not funny. It doesn't even sound cool. But help me out. Get behind this with me. Yasmin Waluigi. That's what we're going to call her from now on. All right? You can make the noise. I don't even know. I was never like a huge Mario guy outside of like original Nintendo. So I don't even know what noise Waluigi makes. But make the noise. And it's Yasmin Waluigi. If she names herself that, that's a fucking 9. It's a fucking 9 easy. Meanwhile, Denise Gomez, her nickname is D. It's not even Sweet D. You couldn't even go with Sweet D, which would have been... This would have been a completely different argument. You get a 1, Denise Gomes. You get a 1 for no effort. You have a nickname, but it has no effort. You get a 1. Mark Goddard loves him. Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. You call that point, you take away a win bonus from both guys simultaneously. Congratulations, Mark. Congratulations. Princess Yasmin Uregi. I like that. What was it, Jasmine? I guess we could go with Yasmin. I don't mind that. I'm riding this Waluigi thing though till it catches fire. Here we go. This is not an official nickname, although I think it is after hearing him on Ariel Helwani's show, and I am 100% behind it. This is a hot take. Big D. How about Bird? Denise Bird Gomez? You look like Bird. Jack Della Maddalena. Don Giacomo. Don Giacomo. That's all I'm going to say. This is going to be a hot fight. You guys are going to disagree with me on both sides of this one. 100%. I hope so. If someone is on my side, I'd really be surprised. But in my opinion, Okay, Tommy already on my... Dude, how did I know it was going to be you? Already on my side. Love to see it. Don Giacomo is one of the best nicknames on this card. It's one of the best nicknames overall. Overall. Listen, I'm going to let you guys in on something. No one has come up to me with this. Possibly someone's figured it out, but no one has ever said anything to me about this. And I've been doing shows for almost 2 years at this point. I've seen The Godfather a million times. 1 and 2. 3 doesn't exist. I've seen 1 and 2 a million times. I love them. I love them. At the end of every show, what do I say? I want all of you to enjoy the fight. So, enjoy. You know why I say that? Because in the second one, Hyman Roth at his birthday party is going through his whole speech, and then the cake gets passed around, and he finishes by saying, I want all of you to enjoy your cake. So, enjoy. And I always thought that was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard. Just a weird... I've never heard anyone end a sentence and then just say this. It's just a very odd thing to say. So that's what that reference is. So if you're here in the chat, now you understand where that comes from. That's a long way of saying Don Giacomo is one of my favorite nicknames of all time. 9.25. Highest grade I've ever given by at least a half a point. 9.25 Don Giacomo, Jack Della Maddalena. This is one of the best, and I think his name is actually Giacomo. Please, someone back me up on this. Am I just making that up, or is his name actually Giacomo and he goes by Jack? Someone please tell me. Don Giacomo's one of the best nicknames I've ever heard. Love it. This is it exactly. Fire, name badge, man, firefighter. Exactly. This is it. Imagine Jack walks out to the... Dude, imagine... I would shit my pants. I would shit my pants from happiness. John Giacomo. No, there's no May about it, Tommy. This is the new clubhouse leader. Best ever score thus far on the Unnamed Nickname Show. 9.25. And ask Lou. I don't give 9s out. Ever. Never. I don't do it. 9.2. Yes. Thank you. Yes, you guys are on board. I was thinking... Now, here's the hot take. Muscle Hamster is fucking trash. This is a trash-ass nickname. You know who else was the Muscle Hamster? Look, Doug Martin. I think he used to... Excuse me, I'm getting too excited. I think he used to be the running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is back when I actually cared about football and played fantasy. I think he was extremely good for like 2 or 3 years. They called him the Muscle Hamster. Apparently that comes from if you're super short and you're just jacked, you're called the Muscle Hamster. He hated it. Doug Martin hated it. Dude, yeah, this is right. Exactly. There is so much potential here. Yes, yep. He hated the nickname. Because he was short. You know what short guys don't like being called? Short. For good reason. Fat people don't like being called fat. Whatever you are that you hate, you don't want to be called that. You know what I'm saying? So he hated it. Muscle Hamster is stolen valor. Oh, Tommy, you're fucking killing me. Yeah. I hate this nickname. I think it's garbage. And the article I read actually said the words, not only is this an awful nickname, and I was, yes, thank God, because everybody, except you guys, everybody on Twitter is on this for their favorite nickname. I think it's trash. What did I give him? 9.25 for Jack Della Maddalena. 2.75 for the Muscle Hamster. Yes, that's right. 2.75. I think it's trash. It's unoriginal, and I think you got to come up with your own shit. Ooh, MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew. Who was the one they called the law firm? He had like 4 names. I think he also played for Jacksonville. What was that dude's name? Or maybe it was somebody for the Patriots. Now I can't remember. Yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew. He did very well for me a few years in fantasy football as well. But yeah, small guys stolen valor. 2.75. So yeah, hot take. I'm glad you guys agree with me. Love Don Giacomo. #1 name in the clubhouse right now. Next fight, Nico the Hybrid Price. This sounds like a decent nickname. It's pretty good. Excuse me. God, I got water burps. Pretty original. Thank you. This is it. What a name. Of all time names, this is up there. Of all time. And this isn't even a nickname. This dude's name is Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. They used to call him the law firm. Yeah, exactly. Because he has fucking 4 names. That is a great all-time name right there. It's up there with Haha Clinton Dix, who, shout out, I know he's watching this. Probably, of course he's not. But if he ever does, shout out to Haha Clinton Dix. As you know, I'm moved from Wisconsin, where Green Bay is, but I don't live in Green Bay. That's beside the point. Anyways, my kids went to this football camp a few weeks ago, and Haha Clinton Dix was the main guy. He was there for the camp. He was speaking. This dude, that my youngest went to this by himself without his older brother. I mean, older brother was somewhere else. Haha Clinton Dix signed shoes. He signed shirts. He signed hats. He signed my kids' gloves. And then my kid is such an awesome kid, which the older would never do for the younger. He asked to sign for stuff for his older brother, and Haha Clinton Dix did that as well. This dude is a top tier human being. I mean, apparently made my kid feel so special. And yeah, so huge shout out to Haha Clinton Dix, one of the best names in the game. To Bucky Jones, safety for the bat. To Bucky, I love that shit. That is fantastic. So yes, shout out to Haha Clinton Dix, the hybrid, Nico Price. We're not going to get too into it. We're already kind of running a little bit. Actually, no, we're at half an hour. We're doing good here. I'm not trying to rush it. The hybrid, it's a decent nickname, pretty original. Unfortunately, he is actually going to live up to that name because I feel like he's going to have a ton of surgeries because of all the injuries he sustained. 6.25. That's right, bud. That is right. I did. They've also met Tommy Frazier, if you remember him. I know I'm the one from Nebraska, but another Heisman-winning quarterback from the fine University of Nebraska at Lincoln. Yeah, also met Tommy Frazier in a hotel lobby, and these kids, also the nicest guy. My kids are just like, we don't know you, but they loved him because they're Huskers, and so yeah, raised them right. Tommy, you're doing the same thing. This man takes his kids to hockey, to football, to baseball practice, 5 in the fucking morning every single week. Yeah, exactly. The hybrid reminds me. Yeah, my brother was driving one of those for a while, and it just was not fun. Was not fun to be in. What did I give him? 6.25 for Nico Price. Solid 6.25. Solid. El Perico. What does that mean? Does that mean the price? What is El Perico? Do you know what though? And I'm not trying to slam Nico Price, but have you guys ever met a meth head? Like, I don't hang out with them, but you know them if you see them. How come they all look like this? How come they all look exactly like Nico Price? Every single meth head I've ever met, which is not a lot. Again, never done, you don't get to be, a hefty boy by doing a ton of meth. At least I don't think so. But yeah, not my thing of choice, I wouldn't imagine. But why does everyone look like Nico Price? Anyways, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, my God. Is there a cooler fighter than Robbie Lawler? This dude says 4 words at every press conference, and they're all fantastic. What a fighter. I mean, come on. Ruthless Robbie Lawler. This is better than Atomic Alonzo Menafield. You do realize that. We've got Double R, Rough Rider, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. So we've got the alliteration. We've got the 2 syllables in Ruthless. Plus Ruthless really fits who Robbie Lawler is, obviously, as you guys know. Nico, the price is right. There we go. The price is wrong, bitch. Dixon may actually... Ooh, that would be cool. What's that guy's name? He is the fucking man. That translator dude? That dude's awesome. Perico is Mexican slang. Oh, nice. Cool. You ordered Diet Coke. That's a joke, right? Anytime to mention Pusha T. Nico El Perico. Okay, it does sound pretty cool, actually. I do like that a lot. See, you guys can tell how much interaction with drug culture I actually have. Other than weed and probably mushrooms, I don't know shit about anything. So yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Nico El Perico. Anyways, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. This is a top tier. This is S tier. Okay, if it's not S, it's A. All right, A minimum. And I don't know why. Someone explained to me why S is the highest and not A. I don't get that. I don't ask questions like that, though, until just now, because I asked it. He's a good guy. Who, Nico? I bet he is, probably. 6 kids? You got to be a good guy if you have 6 kids. Otherwise, you're just going to be a serial killer, I would imagine. 6 kids? That puts a man to the test. I've got 2, and they're not even with me full-time. And I've gone like feeling like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. HHC does. Oh, really? Really? All right. You're gonna have to get straight up like nighttime CBD, bro. We're gonna talk about this afterwards. We're gonna talk about this shit afterwards. Yeah, because we can't have you up all night. But like I said, this man gets up at 5 in the morning. Actually, he probably gets up at 4 because practice fucking starts at 5. So yeah, Andy's got to get his kids ready. We can't be having that. Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Let's grade him. 8.5. I'm saying A tier minimum. 8.5. Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Just less than a point lower than Don Giacomo. I think this is a top tier all time nickname, and I think 8.5 is a fantastic score. I'm hoping I will have money on Lawler. I'm gonna have him in my DraftKings lineups. I love this one. Robbie the King Lawler, absolutely. Jerry Lawler made a brief appearance in Game Theory this week. You can hear his voice. He's making a sound. Would Jerry? Absolutely, Jerry would have sued him. 100%. Actually, is it spelled the same or is it different? His cottonmouth is ruling my life. Yeah. Ruthless Robbie Lawler, 8.5. I want to see him go out on a win. Let's go. Bo Nickel. All right, I got to scroll up because I told Lou I would. I got to find his comment. Bo Nickel taking on. He has no nickname. Taking on. What's this dude's name? Valentine Woodburn. Oh, yeah, I think that's like the gang leader in Red Dead Redemption 2, Valentine Woodburn. Also, this dude's nicknames write themselves. Like, how is this dude's nickname not the Clap? How is it, not like Chlamydia Woodburn? Come on. 5th grade me would have a field day with this. Here we go. Lou Betya. He says Bo Nickel does have a nickname. Bo Nickel does have a nickname, and it's Forcible Sexual Conquest Nickel. If you didn't see the Four Horsemen show last night, I highly suggest you go back and watch that show. Not only for that, but Liam was outside. He had something with his internet connection. I love Liam, but his internet connection made it so he was talking like some weird android robot. It was fucking... The whole show was fantastic. Here we go. Hey, Monk, what do you think about Sherez and Gomez? Who are we talking about? Denise Gomez? I don't really like her. I think a lot of people are dog hunting this week, and they're kind of settling on Gomez and trying to get cute. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. And Sherez, who's he fighting? Tyra? On short notice? UFC debutante? No. I think this is a pretty chalky week, and I think Sherez can get finished in the first or the early second. And I think Gomez is probably going to decision and doesn't score well. But like I said, both these women randomly scored no points and then all the points. So who the fuck knows? That is a good question. Who am I rostering more out of those two? It's Gomez. Bo, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, Nickel. I love that. Oh, Bo Nickel. Val Morton. See? They write themselves. What about Val Venus Woodcock? I'm not even a wrestling guy. This has been like the 4th wrestling reference on the show. Val Venus Woodcock, I think, is fantastic. Plus, Val Venus probably would have named himself that if he had the chance. 0 for Bo Nickel. Bo, get a fucking nickname, dude. What are you doing? You're like the hottest prospect in the UFC. People don't even know who Paddy Pimblett is anymore, and that dude has a stupid-ass nickname. Like, give yourself a nickname. Val isn't even Latino. Him using El Animal is cultural appropriation. Yes, that's true, but he did capitalize it all. It's stylized like this on Tapology. Apparently he's capitalizing it, which is why I did as well. So unless the Tapology guy just fat-fingered the caps lock, that's what it looks like. You know what, Dixon? I agree, and I graded him as such. 4.5, and I think I gave him an extra point for the caps lock. I'm dead serious. I was going to give him a 3.5. And I was like, well, at least he capitalized it. But yeah. Total cultural appropriation. Bo Burnham Nickel. There you go. Because you know why? Because nobody laughs at Bo Nickel. That's why this is appropriate. I'm sorry. I'm a Bo Burnham, not hater, but I think that dude spent way too much time inside during COVID, and we're seeing it play out live. Next fight, Jalen Turner, the Tarantula, going against Dan the Hangman Hooker. These are 2 all-time nicknames as well. I gave 2 good scores here. Jalen Turner, 6'3" lightweight. He's a 6'3" and 155 pounds, 156 if he's feeling froggy. This dude's arms and legs are extremely long. Joe Pa could have done more, but was also a scapegoat. Oh man, I gotta drink some water after that. Yep, this is true also. Yeah. Boy, it was tough to be a Penn State guy that year, I bet. I sure bet. Good thing I've always hated Penn State. They think that they split a national championship with Nebraska in 1997. Can you believe that? They think they split it. Bro, stop. Stop it. Yeah, the Tarantula, 6'3". I mean, very appropriate nickname. This dude can strike you from anywhere. It looks like his arms and legs are it looks like he could get in the tarantula position pretty good with how long his arms and legs are. And he fights like it too, man. He will just attack you and then you are done. So I think the Tarantula is a fantastic nickname. Plus, isn't this the dude who has, I know you're a Penn Stater. That's why I know. I know this. I know this. And you should also know that there's no way you try to take half that national championship. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No, you guys would have got smashed. Bad. Like 60-3 bad. We had the best defense of all time. And I don't want to hear shit about USC. Yeah, the media, for sure. It was the media's fault. Because we all know who is number one. We all know it. It's the red and white, baby. Come on, let's go. The Tarantula. Love this nickname. Of super appropriate, and he gets a good score, 8.00. 8.00. This is a great nickname, Tarantula, all-timer, A tier, again, not S, but A tier. Dan the Hangman Hooker, come on, guys. One of my favorite movies is The Hateful Eight, and we've got, what's his name? The Hangman, John something? I should know this. John something, the Hangman, John the Hangman something. You guys know what it is. Great nickname. Fantastic. And Dan Hooker used to fight like that, guys. He used to fight like that. Very appropriate. I still think it's a good nickname, even though he may or may not be going through a midlife crisis. Personally, I would change my name to Do Bronx if I was him, because Dan Hooker's showing up with, bleach blonde hair and a giant tattoo on his back. I'm pretty sure it says Oliveira from his left to his right shoulder. So he might as well just change his name to Do Bronx at this point. But the Hangman is a quality nickname. Hasn't looked great lately, beating only like Claudio Puelles and Nasrat Hakparast. But the losses he's taken have been to the top tier guys. So we're going to see where Jalen Turner's at here. We're going to really see where Dan Hooker's at. But I'm giving the Hangman an 8.25. Just barely edging out the Tarantula. I think this is the best fight. Oh, okay. No, it's not. Yes, it is. The best fight overall. No, it's not. Second best fight overall for nicknames. Guys, we've got three fights left. It'll be like 15 minutes, and then we're going to get to the 4-man nickname parlay, and you can even ladder it. I've got the 2, I've got add the 3rd, and I've got add the 4th, so stick around for that. Hit the like, hit the sub. I didn't see them. I hear that they go all the way down his feet, and yeah, they can't look good. I know, I've heard about them. I heard him talking about it. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to Google it after this show. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'm sure it's not good. Next. 2 nicknames here, and I know, according to Tommy's math, and I do agree, the more nicknames you have, the less points you should get. But guys, Robert Whittaker's 2 nicknames are the Reaper and Bobby Knuckles. There isn't a better option for him. The Reaper just sounds Robert the Reaper Whittaker. That's 3 R's. You got the R in Robert Reaper and then ending Whittaker. That is fantastic. And then Bobby Knuckles is just like, that could be A tier, or S tier, I mean. We're not talking A. This could be an S tier nickname. Stillknocks for Dracus Duplessis gives me, like, creepy vibes, which, and not, like, creepy, like, bad, but, like he could be anywhere and just, like, knock you out. You have no idea. He's still not. It just gives that vibe off. I don't know if I like it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. 5.75. 5.75 for Stillknocks, just because I don't really know what it means. I'd like to hear him explain it. Bobby Knuckles is solid. I think it's more than solid, actually. And you know what I'm going to do? Or what I did? For this combination, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. It's so fun to say. Bobby Knuckles. This is the second highest score I've ever given out. 9. 9.00 for Robert the Reaper / Bobby Knuckles Whitaker. 2 9s, 1 show, Don Giacomo at 9.25, and Robert the Reaper Whitaker at 9.00. What a score. This is an S tier. He's got 2 S tier nicknames. Maybe not 2, an A and an S, because Cedric Dumas, I probably didn't give him a ton of points for the Reaper, but it just means more with Robert Whitaker. It just sounds better combined with his name. He gets a 9. The second highest score ever given out. Rob the Kangaroo Kid Whitaker. Drickus, some jerk off in PA bought about $75. Well, hey, the value is going to go up hella big if he beats the Reaper / Bobby Knuckles this week. That's for sure. Time will tell. It would be a gigantic upset. I'm rooting for it just for the memes and because I want to see him fight Izzy. Just because I want to hear everything. I just want to hear. I want to be on the outskirts and just looking in and see the chaos. I just want it to happen. I want to watch the world burn. You know what I'm saying? That press conference would be so stupidly crazy. Plus, because Izzy's about the worst trash talker you ever heard. And I got the feeling Dreykus probably isn't the best at talking shit either. So, next fight. We'll try to speed this up a bit, get you done before an hour. We're at 46 minutes. Thank you so much for sticking around. Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. I'm going to be honest, and I don't know if this is a hot take. Probably not. This nickname sucks. This nickname sucks, dude. It's 2 words that have nothing, like, they shouldn't be together, ever. There's no reason, assassin and, like, I'm trying to even think, like maybe if you were dating an assassin, but you wouldn't call them assassin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why these 2 words are together, the assassin baby. And it's not the baby assassin, because you can't be the baby assassin, right? You can't be out here assassinating babies. So it's the assassin baby? So he's a baby? But he's also an assassin? Is this like Boss Baby? Because that shit was terrible. So yeah, 3.75 for the assassin baby. Brandon Moreno. I don't understand this nickname. You know, and it doesn't make any sense. It's like I said, the Boss Baby. I don't know what to do about that. Let's shift over to the true winner of this fight, Alejandro Pantoja, the Cannibal. Whoa. Whoa. Easy, Pantoja. Like, what the fuck? These guys are little buff boys, 125-pound flyweights, and we're the Cannibal? We're calling ourselves the Cannibal? This is a fantastic nickname. I mean, if he comes out like old boy that robbed those banks over in England with the Hannibal mask, what the fuck's his name? They made that awesome Showtime documentary about him. If he comes out with that mask on, yeah, he would be one of my favorite fighters of all time. I mean, look at that hair. Look at the head of hair. You see how that shit goes way up here and then comes back? That shit is awesome. That is cool shit right there. So, I mean, give me the Cannibal. It's clearly the Cannibal. I can't get into Moreno. I know he's good, but I root against him. Guy's got no riz, as the kids say. You know what, Tommy? That's no cap, my brother. Brandon Azúcar Moreno. I knew that means sugar. Brown sugar Moreno. That's hilarious. Is it? Azúcar is actually brown sugar? So what do you call regular sugar? Because I thought that was regular sugar. Because obviously there's a difference. I'm genuinely curious if that's brown sugar. I'd love to know. So yeah, the Cannibal, easy pick this week over whatever the fuck the assassin baby is. 8.75. 8.75 for the Cannibal. I think that's a solid score, and I think it's deserving. No, who else is the Cannibal? I'm sure there is one. Probably some asshole on the regional scene that's like 32 and 16. And you're like, yeah, okay, you're the Cannibal. Sure. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course it is. That's no cap, brother. I'll stop doing that. Yeah, I love it. That's good. Brandon Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar Brandon. That's pretty good. I fucking love when Dixon's in. I love when all you guys are in the chat, honestly. But Dixon and Tommy, 2 of my favorites. Of course, Lou. But Lou's a busy man. Lou's got, I think he did like 4 shows today and yesterday. Something crazy like that. Last fight of the night, guys. Before we do it, hit the like, hit the sub on this channel. As soon as we're done with that, it's the 4-man unnamed nickname parlay. Before we go, 1 fight left. We've got Alexander the Great Volkanovski Great nickname. Literally, it's a great nickname, and it's a great nickname. Going against Yair, El Pantera Rodriguez, another great nickname. I won't spend a ton of time on this one, guys. The nicknames fit. El Pantera fits Yair Rodriguez's fight style. It fits his personality. And it just sounds great. I'm a sucker for names that are like the blank. And if it just rolls perfectly, Yair, El Pantera, it just sounds good. I'm a sucker for those names. The or El, anything like that. Fantastic. 8.25. 8.2. Ooh, hot take. Hot take. You're making me rethink my score right now, but I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to stay strong, Dixon. I trust your judgment, but it goes against my thoughts here. But I'm going to stay strong. 8.25 for El Pantera. Meanwhile, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Listen, I agree with you. It is unoriginal. Alexander the Great. Oh, yeah. I mean, anybody could think of that. That's true. But, dude, this guy is literally in the conversation for greatest of all time, at least at the weight class. And if not at the weight class, see, Will's on board too. I'm trying to convince you guys. Yep, that's true. And Pink Panther's awesome. One of the best songs. It's Snoopy theme, and it's fucking Pink Panther. Name me 2 better songs. Name them. I'll tell you you're wrong right now. Yeah, but people don't like this nickname. You know what? I'm going to try to convince you. Exactly. See, this is where I'm going with this. Not only is it fitting, I think it's the most fitting. I think this dude could actually be the greatest fighter of all time by the time it's said and done. Especially if he goes up to lightweight and, like, does his shit up there. Because that Islam fight was way closer than I thought. And I know a lot of people thought. There you go. Even I know you just typed it, but I would have gotten it. The Pink Panther. Man, everything in Spanish sounds so much better, dude. Yeah, I think it fits perfectly. He could actually live up. He could be the one fighter named Alex to live up to this nickname, to be honest, in the sport. Plus the dude like has the cooking show. He's doing the YouTube thing. I mean, he's got a great family, good-looking wife. Seems to be loves medium rare steaks. Like, come on, this guy is the greatest. He's the greatest. Plus, he's a bald guy. Come on now. Once again, no sweat, perfectly dry. Bald guy with a beard, the great. I'm on board, man. And for that reason, I gave Volkanovski an 8.5 because he can back it up. He's like the $1 Million Man. He puts his money where your mouth is. Did the $1 Million Man ever say that? Because I think he should have. 8.5. 8.5. Fair point. Volk was so good. Alexander Hernandez. Yep. And what the fuck is that? The Great Ape? What does that even mean? You should have just started over. He's like, I really want the great stain. What's great? Like an ape? Like, come on. I don't know. Yeah, I do. And I'm not going to say that us baldies have to stick together because that's already happened and it has gone exceedingly poor for all parties involved. So I'm not trying to start some sort of bald movement. I'm not getting that hashtag going, all right? That's why I never bick. I never completely shave it clean. I always have stubble, always, so nobody gets confused. Come on, man. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I watched Higher Learning when it came out. I saw Higher Learning, and I'm like, I am never shaving my head like Michael Rappaport, like Remy, all right? I'm never shaving it like Remy, so I will always keep the stubble, you know what I'm saying? You've been getting that good day. Whoa, bro, pause. No cap. What do the kids say? You've been getting that Texas beef? I mean, nah. I haven't not been getting any Texas beef, Tommy. I definitely haven't. Some medium rare local steaks, that I can say that I have had. And to be honest, hot take number 7 for the show. And we're going to finish up soon, I promise. Under an hour. It will happen. I'm from Nebraska originally, Omaha. We have the best beef. Nebraska has the best beef. Texas thinks they do. They don't. Oklahoma thinks they don't. They don't. It's different, and it's worse. It's worse down here. The ground beef is off. The steaks are just off. And you know what settles it? Texas Steaks. You ever heard of that company? No. Have you ever heard of Omaha Steaks? You ever heard of it? That's that shit that people send to other people as a Christmas gift, goddammit. It means something. Ain't no Texas Steaks. Texas steaks, these people are, you want to talk about stolen valor, it's people that think Texas beef is the best, and it's not. That wasn't aimed, I'm not attacking you, Tommy, it's just a topic that got brought up. Can I confirm? Yes, yep. Everyone knows this. Thick is better. Thicker is better. Argue with that. You can't argue with that. Thicker is better. Steaks, in fairness, no, I know what you're saying. I didn't mean to personally attack you. I was not trying to. Just the Texas steak people just like drive me crazy because that ain't the case. I've had it all. I've had them both. I haven't had a good steak in a while. That is going to change here shortly, though. That is going to change here very shortly. Guys, I gave Alexander an 8.5. Let's send me one of them on steaks then, motherfucker. Dude, it's so fucking tender. You just, a little salt and pepper. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now. You stop it. If you've ever driven anywhere in this country, from left to right, north to south, you've driven through Omaha and I-80. All right? You stop that right now. Peyton Manning with his fucking horse face. Get out of here with that nonsense. That dude plays BoJack Horseman in the real life stage production. Fuck, I messed up a word. God damn it. Here it is. Here it is. The 4 best nicknames combined overall. The top 2. First of all, we had Don Giacomo at 9.25, the highest score ever given. Pair him with the second highest fighter, Robert Whittaker. Only the second 9 I've given out on this show ever. You combine those two, you can get minus 267. Turn Jack Della into a minus 267. You add Alejandro Pantoja, the Cannibal, who came in at 8.75 nickname score. Add him to Don Giacomo and the Reaper / Bobby Knuckles, and you turn that minus 270 into a plus 270, all right? Plus 270, and you think this isn't possible? You think this one can't happen? I say you're wrong. And then add to that the unthinkable, the retiring fighter, Robbie Lawler. I think Nico Price is busted down. I think he's, injured all the time. And I think Robbie Lawler has finishing ability in the first round. I say Robbie Lawler gets this shit done early, surprises everyone, goes out on top like John fucking Elway. You put him with Don Giacomo, the Reaper Bobby Knuckles, the Cannibal, and Ruthless Robbie Lawler, which got a score of 8.5, tied with Volkanovski, but he gets the tiebreaker because it makes the parlay better. Plus 1028, baby. Let's go. This could totally happen. Jack Della, Robert Whittaker, Pantoja, and Ruthless Robbie Lawler. That shit could happen for sure. Do you like Duplessis that much? I think Whittaker's too good, man. I think Whittaker only loses to Izzy in this division. I think Whittaker's fucking good, bro. I don't think he's good for DraftKings, but I would be really surprised if Drickus won. I would honestly be really, really surprised. And I would definitely put him up a notch or two in my book that's in my head. He would go up a couple of notches because that would be a humongous win. Lou gonna round robin. Yes, please do. Lou, get on it. What do you think, bro? Madalena, Whittaker, and then 2 dogs at Pantoja and Robbie freaking Lawler. AI bot Dixon GP picked Drickus. Hey, there we go. I love it. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. And you know what? I mean, Whittaker, if Whittaker loses, he's, the apple pie shitter as, what's my guy? Wow, I'm having a complete brain fart. Who's the guy that does, dog or pass with, oh my God, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm awful. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. Someone help me. Dricus Duplessis split decision. That could be interesting. That could be. I'd be shocked. I would be really shocked if Dricus can go 3 rounds. I mean, I'd be surprised. Really, really surprised. Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I got nothing else. The Unnamed Nickname Show. We're gonna get you out of here in under an hour. I've got 57 seconds left. That's the parlay. That's the nicknames, and the winner of the whole thing was Dixon and myself and Tommy. Those are the winners. But the real winner, Don Giacomo, Jack Della, Madalena. Fantastic. First ever 9 that I've ever given out, and the highest score, 9.25. Guys, that is going to do it. Get your bets in. Get the parlay in right now. Get that plus 1,028. Get it all in. And yeah, that's going to do it. Check out Game Theory is live now. Salary Voodoo will be live tonight as soon as I'm finished editing it. Absolutely, in a couple of hours, it will be ready. Sometime overnight tonight, I will post it. And guys, as usual, I want all of you to enjoy the fights. So,